Hello everyone. Today you're going to hear amazing testimony from one of my good friends, and he is also amazing man of God, James Beesley. And I hope this testimony will encourage you and give hope to your life. More importantly, I pray that this testimony will increase your faith to seek the face of God in this year like never before. Let's get right into it.
I'll tell you how I did it. A good friend of mine came to me and he said, I got a guy that I want you to meet. That he could probably help you if you're willing, if you're open. And I was at a low point in my life. My background wasn't good. I was stupid. I made a lot of mistakes. I had an addiction. I like drinking. Not only like drinking, I partaked in drugs. I did stupid stuff. We all have. Nobody I know is a perfect person, which is one thing I shared in that boat. But my buddy, Ken, he says, I want you to meet this guy. He took me to church. So I thought we were meeting a pastor, you know. Pastor spoke. I can't tell you what he spoke. I can't tell you what he preached because we're sitting in the front row. I'm a little bit ticked off. My buddy brought me to church. But something inside of me was just going nuts. I left that church, ticked off, let Ken know, would you take me to church? He said, just let it work. I know it affected you. Let it work. And I argued that because I had pride. That's what's wrong with a lot of the men too. So that's the first thing we have to overcome, our self-pride. Back to that part about me not wanting to cry. That was because of pride. So I did. I took the advice of my friend. I let it work. I started asking questions because if there's a God, why does people die? Why is there disease? Why is there people starving? I asked a normal, everyday, flesh-based questioning because I didn't understand at that time how supernatural God is. To have faith in something you can't touch. To have faith in something that I physically, scientifically cannot prove, but yet I know. It's like oxygen. That's the best one I can give you because everybody uses it too. Have faith in the oxygen and the air I'm breathing has the oxygen to nourish my body. So that would be the thing I would tell somebody. Try it. What do you got to lose? Because the path you're on isn't working. So if you change up and try this path, what do you have to lose? At the end, we're all going to meet the same fate. We're going to die. This body I live in, the body you live in, is going to last forever. But I would like to know that the stuff I read in Scripture about hell and heaven, I'd rather not need air conditioning. So I think I'm going to live my life now toward that goal to not needing air conditioning. Because if I do die, and I don't wish I will, and there is no God, and there is no Satan, what did I lose? Nothing. But while I'm on this road, I'm realizing I'm gaining a lot in this life. It's crazy. It really is. I can't tell you to walk this road is easy because it's not. But I've learned love. I've learned compassion. I've learned to see people in different lights. I've learned to put people above me, that I am just as equal. No matter what my job title is, no matter what my economic status is, I am just as equal as the next individual. So I tell people, give it a shot. What do you got to lose? I'll help you. I'll walk with you. I'll teach you what I know. I'll introduce you to people to help you grow. We got a brotherhood now that started out with probably a handful. That's 16 members strong. These guys are from everywhere. These guys are leaders of their houses. Some of them are VPs. Some of them are probably take out the trash. But we're all the same. One body, many members, doing different jobs for the same body. So what got me to God? Long story. The short answer is life. You know, I used to think when I was younger, I can conquer everything, do everything. experiences of life taught me that. The thing about it was being humble to life. My kids, having children, you find out real quick that you can't be you. You know, you can't be that hard individual, that person that just does whatever he wants to. You have a responsibility now. So I think God, looking back, definitely had a plan for me because he gave me 2 daughters. You talk about softening a heart quickly. That did. Then life became difficult, pushed and pushed. And I realized that daughters were the first priority in my life. And then shortly after realizing that, and basically challenging God, if you're really there, show me. And he showed me. So then I found out he's priority. Daughters became second. Latest and greatest, I call it the greatest, it wasn't great at the time. October 31st, Halloween, where I'm faced with the decision, and I say it that way because that's how the doctors presented it to me. Here it is, my youngest daughter, who's now 18 or 17 at the time, had a 2% chance of survival. So I dug in, I dug deep. I called the only person I knew that was an accountability partner of mine, a brother of mine, called Joe. Because I didn't know emotions, I didn't know how to cry. But I learned. God used that incident. Here we are, almost 60 days away. My daughter is almost 100% restored, considering she had died twice. I mean, CPR for 4 minutes. That's always going to be in my mind. But God's glory and his grace overcome all of that. You know, I hear about the stories. I hear about all the miracles that Jesus did in the Gospels. And I got to witness them. I actually got to see them. Not only did I get to see them, I get to see other people's reactions when they read the story of my daughter. And this is medical professionals. And she's walking, talking, damn near doing cartwheels. And they're trying to figure out how. Being on life support and ventilators and kidney machines. And for almost 32 days we spent in that hospital. A lot of it in ICUs. To see where she is today. Not only did I get to celebrate Christmas with her, but I got to celebrate her birthday. Watch my beautiful daughter become 18. Whew. And all of that was the gift of God. Hands down. When people ask me, I tell them, God. I had to dig deep. Not only did I dig deep into the Gospels, but I dug deep into the promises that the Lord has given us throughout Scripture. I was told love is said 365 times in there. I believe it.